The following podcast is fan-made and in no way associated with Steam, Valve Corporation, or your mother. Also, it contains highly explicit language, so get the fuck out if you don't want to hear it.
You okay over there?
I think he fell out of his chair.
I think so.
No, sorry, what happened? I forgot about the fans, so as I went back to get it, I kicked the table. I was like, oh, fuck! I had to say that under my breath, so...
Oh my god.
I'm so glad I've been drinking the whole night.
It's definitely going to be one of those shows.
Alright, well, welcome to a stacked episode of the Late Night Steamer Podcast. No pun intended. I am your host.
Scott got stacked earlier.
Oh, God. I am your host, Sir Vyper 4580. With me this week is DJ Pimp Daddy.
Hey, kids. Back yet again.
Yeah, returning this week is Linux for Life.
Yay! What's going on, everybody? I missed you all.
We can tell. We got a couple of guest hosts this week. This week we got Doomkitten.
Hello, how's everyone doing?
A girl.
Oh, God. Oh, God. We're going to get enough of that from the fans. I don't need it from the hosts.
I wrote something in the doc, and then DJ's like, remember, we have a girl.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was...
God.
I said, fuck you!
Oh, God.
It was
all
pretty
right.
bad.
Guys, I'm still doing the intro. And our special guest this week is Tenarium. Say hello, man.
Damn bitches in the house! Hi.
He forgot to say YOLO.
YOLO,
there.
There
Got
you-
it in, we got it
There
in.
you go.
That's my YOLO.
All right. Well, this is episode 15. This is episode 15, recorded on July 14th of 2012. I actually had to look at the doc for that. That was ridiculous. And tonight's show is sponsored by Censored Duke Nukem.
Come get some, mother... You... I'm looking good.
Nice. Oh my god. Even though I was a little late on the graphics, sorry. That's one of the downsides of hosting and trying to manage 15 applications to do this show. But there you go, right there on the live stream. You see that. Got censored Dick Nukem. Oh, man. Well, our live chat seems to love it. And that's ultimately all that matters. And for those of you who are listening to the stream either by iTunes, Stitcher, or watching the video on YouTube, remember that we are doing this live stream every week. We have a beautiful, beautiful calendar on the website that tells you when we live stream. And of course, you can always follow us either on Twitch or through our actual website, which is www.latenightsteamer.com, to find out when our next stream is. And Twitch gives you a nice little notification when we do go live. So, it's a fun time all around. So...
And, hold on.
Oh, okay.
I do have to say, if you guys if any of you listeners that are live currently, as well as the ones that download the show, if you heard us over on the Quest Gaming Network, welcome to the podcast.
Absolutely. We had a sponsorship of sorts from, what was that, Diablo Off the Record?
Diablo Off the Record, Elder Scrolls Off the Record, and on Sunday will be Minecraft Off the Record.
Nice.
Fantastic. Those are great shows, actually. You really should check them out. And we'll probably
check those out.
give the links out when we need to. So, Linux, you're back. Let's first start with you, because we have a ton of people now to fucking talk to. Linux, you're back. How you feeling, buddy?
Not too bad. Definitely good to be back. I'm kind of sick of listening to the podcast and listening just to you and DJ talk to each other.
I'm slightly heartbroken by that, but that's okay.
There's just something missing, and I wasn't sure what. And then
Well, get your fucking ass back on the podcast.
And then today, I saw my Captain Morgan bottle, and I said, shit, I know what's missing.
Oh my god. We're doomed, ladies and gents.
Last week, I was supposed to be home in time. You know, we went out, did a family thing during the day.
Mm-hmm.
On the way home, this lady must have been 85 years old, broadsides my car. First of all, she goes right through the red light that she has. And then when she hits my car, she continues to go full throttle into my car trying to push it.
Oh, man.
I'm like, are you crazy, lady? And unfortunately, she hit right where my son's, back door is.
Oh, my God.
But luckily, he was fine. He got a few little scrapes from glass shattering, but on that, he was fine. They just, we had to they had to take him to the hospital just as precautionary, just to get him checked out, but everything was fine. But yeah, she continued to press on the gas.
Well, we're definitely glad that everyone's safe and made it through.
Indeed.
And you got a fun story.
Yeah, definitely. That really is what all that matters, right? That you could say that you walked away from that, at least. So.
Yeah.
I love Myfo's comment to that. Honestly, how do idiots like that get a driver's license? And that's a great question.
It's not that they get them.
I had a punchline.
It's they're allowed to keep them.
And they don't get them renewed. And I've seen it a lot, like where I used to work, like tons and tons of expired driver's license. And the older people, they just don't get them renewed. So that's one reason. At least here in Massachusetts, to renew your license, all you have to do is you take the eye test. That's it. You don't have to read.
Wow.
You don't have to show that you can drive anymore. You just have to make sure you can.
That's how it is in Ohio, man.
That explains how Jenna Marbles got a driver's license. No, anyway, that's probably a bad comment to make. But no, I was going to say that they probably got it from a cereal box. Cereal box prices are getting more elaborate.
Like
days,
Lucky Charms. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was some nice bling, DJ.
That was really
some
cool
nice
bling.
bling.
That was really cool bling. All right, so
it made me want to go eat a box of Lucky Charms.
Clearly. So Doomkitten. Hold on. We're still doing intros.
Shut up!
Shut your face! Shut your face!
Stop show.
Doomkitten.
Stop show. Okay.
Doomkitten.
YOLO.
Hi.
Let's try to go past all the machismo to talk to you. How you doing?
Hold it!
Oh, boy.
No, okay.
Just go. This is fucked.
This is totally a train wreck waiting to happen. It's kind of already kind of happening. But yes, Doomkitten, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
Yes. Good.
Glad to finally be on here, with last week.
Yeah, how was that Tenacious D concert?
You can't escape the D,
I see.
had to go.
Apparently, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I'm pulling up Tenacious D's website. He will be in Austin Music Hall in Texas on the 19th. Oh.
Fantastic. We're going to have to do a whole podcast trip and go see the D, man. Like, sorry, guys, we can't do an episode next week because we're all going to go to a Tenacious D concert.
I'm inviting myself along to that.
Okay. Geek Culture Happy Hour Andy says, fuck it. I'm sure that's what he meant to say. He just put asterisks because chat would probably kick him if he said fuck it, but give me the phone number. Foundry and I are coming tonight. I'm bringing the vodka.
Oh, dude.
You know what? Why not? Go ahead, give him a call.
I think that's going to be the LOTRO cast.
LOTRO. Yeah, exactly. Oh, God.
2 weeks from now, right?
If we actually did do a LOTRO podcast, that's pretty much what it would boil down to. Yeah, I pissed somebody off in a crafting hall with my loot today. And it was great. But anyway, let's stop derailing the show here for a damn second. Doomkitten, it's good to finally have you on here. And let's go ahead and move on to the next person, Tenarium. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fine. Obviously, I had to turn the fan off just prior to recording. So the bedroom looks like fucking Niagara Falls with the amount of sweat dripping off my body. But, it's fine. It's fine.
It's alright.
This is how much he loves us and loves our show. He is literally becoming like a human sweat pool just for us. So thank you, Tenarium. We really do appreciate it.
Yes.
I'm donating all sweat to the local children's paddling pool.
Excellent.
Nice.
Fantastic. All right.
He actually fell straight out of his chair at the beginning just to shut that fan.
Yeah. I'm totally leaving that in as the intro of the show. That was epic. All right, so we gave out Linux gave out a game this week on Steam Gifts. You want to go ahead and tell us about that?
Sure, I gave away Nation Red. went extremely well. Got just over 1,000 entries, 1,006 entries.
Nice.
Yeah, the winner was how would you say that?
There's a Q with no U following it.
There's a Q. There's a Q and then a P. I'm not H.
Hike fam.
I'm just
Well, here, I was about to say, I think it's like Huck Fam, personally.
Huck
I'm
Fam.
going to go ahead and copy
Hey,
this
Huck
name
fam,
over
you
here.
too.
Well, why don't you go Huck Fam yourself? God!
just want to say, hopefully he listens to the podcast. In the description, I was pointing people to the podcast. When I sent him the game, I pointed him to the podcast. So if you're listening, welcome to the madness called Late Night Steaming.
There you go, definitely. And this show really is madness, might I add. At least this specific episode. A couple of things from chat. Myfo says, do the podcast while you're at the Tenacious D concert.
Awesome.
It'll probably much sound like what we're doing now, so that's fine. Randark says he lives about 45 minutes away from Niagara Falls. So there you go, Tenarium. You are now bringing a little piece of Niagara Falls to your country. In France, is it France that you live in? Is that what you're technically at?
Yep. I've got onions around my neck as we speak, and after the podcast, I'm going riding on my bicycle.
There you go. That sounds fantastic.
So this question is directed towards you, Scott, and DJ.
Okay.
Oh shit.
You fucking cheap bastards! Where the fuck were your giveaway this week?
Dude, I found a much better way to recruit people to the podcast. I just streak naked across the Shire. We'll cover this later in the show when we get to the LOTRO section.
Yeah, we'll definitely cover this later on. No, I'm saving my best games for after the Steam Summer Sale because I'm pretty much figuring why give out any games right now when most likely people are going to buy everything up. So it's like
Precisely.
I'm gonna wait before I start giving out games on SteamGifts.com. But since you did mention that, we are giving away some games on the stream tonight. DJ's got a game that we're giving out. Tenarium has even got a game that we're giving out, and I have my game. I'm not going to give away any of this unless you guys want to do that. But the game I'm giving away, my hint for it is Blow Me. There you go.
That's good.
You like that? You like
That's
that?
good. I see what you did there.
When and how hard?
All right. Well, DJ, why don't you go ahead and take us off into our first section mercifully?
Certainly. I'm going to take us into the steaming pile of news. Don't step in it. Mercifully, because the sale this week, there was only 3 games that came out this week. So I'm going to move straight into the ones with demos or that were free to play. First, we got Combat Arms. Join the arms race in one of the biggest free-to-play first-person shooters. Pick your weapon of choice from hundreds, gear up with all sorts of armor and equipment, and shoot it out online one of dozens of different modes. It's Windows only, it's free-to-play, and it is unfortunately made by Nexan, the same guys that made Vindictus, and actually it was brought to my attention right before the podcast. It is only available in Australia and the US, so sorry, Tenarium.
Exactly. Idiots like me who want to play the game, we're just fucked, so we have to resort to YouTube footage.
Well, no, what was it you told me that it's available, but you got
it's
a different
available,
version?
but it's a different version, and it's horrendously buggy.
Sounds about right.
Jesus.
Well, they have to convert it to the fucking metric system. That's why.
Is the real trailer really this fast paced? Because the stream is flying.
Yeah,
through this
no,
trailer.
that is a glitch that somehow has affected my XSplit. For some reason, it just double timed the freaking video. I fixed it.
It did.
I fixed
Yeah,
it.
are you too pussy to play it that fast?
Yeah. Clearly, you have not played an Unreal Tournament game.
No, I have, and got my ass kicked nonstop.
But no, the game kind of looks like a slight revision of GoldenEye because
I was just
the way
gonna say that it looks like GoldenEye Redux to me.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
got that same type of look to it, just without any of the good storylines and probably more generic weaponry. But I'm interested in playing it. I mean, I think it looks okay.
We could probably do this as a LNS
event.
Invades some night.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I think that would be
definitely.
cool.
Because it's one of the biggest free-to-play first-person shooters.
Oh my god!
Come get some. Okay.
They've been plastering it over.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Nexan, so...
I just love to say that you wanted to play it after pointing out that it's a shitty version of another game.
Well, yeah.
I do. I do.
That's all right.
Exactly. But the one thing I want to mention, though, since you're saying the Nexon, or whatever the heck the company's called, Vindictus was a special case because of the fact that Square Enix had something to do with it. And Tenarium pointed this out once in a conversation that we had, that Square Enix in free-to-play really doesn't work very well. Nor do they do MMOs post, like Final Fantasy XI, very well. So, I think Square Enix had a lot to do with the Vindictus fail. And ultimately, I think this game will be a little better of an example of what Nexon can truly do.
Yeah. Well, we'll play it some night. We'll give it a good judging. So
then again, according to Myfo, he says Nexon is the worst company ever. So apparently,
DJ just said we're gonna play it one night and give it a good judgment.
Nice.
Have we give any of the Invades decent credit yet?
There's a couple of games we said we really liked.
yeah, like I loved Realm of the Mad God after we played that.
Yeah, that was fun.
That definitely grew on me. So
Yeah.
And of course, we always have positive things to say when we do Team Fortress 2. So I mean, come on.
definitely.
Why you gotta be so
True,
negative,
true.
dude? Why you gotta be so negative?
I just remember the Fallen Earth blowout.
Well, Fallen Earth and Vindictus were both our fails, but we're not going to talk about that.
You
Let's go
can't
ahead.
say that word without me thinking about Randark. God damn it.
Mr. Hand.
Rendark's riding that horse.
Okay, we're going to move on. The other free thing that came out this week is not a game at all, but it is called Source Filmmaker. Source Filmmaker is the movie-making tool built and used by us here at Valve. I'm reading this as the description.
Verbatim.
By Valve to make movies inside Source Game Engine. Because SMF uses the same assets as the game, anything that exists in the game can be used in the movie and vice versa. It is, of course, Windows only. It is free to use. So, bam. Has anybody played with this yet?
I fooled around with it a little bit, and I gotta say, I'm retarded when it comes to this sort of thing. Like, I had a hard time figuring it out, and what I see coming out of it is fantastic. I just can't emulate that. And I think that's more of a user error than an actual client
Is it like
error.
one of those things where like you're thinking in 2D, but the whole damn thing's in like 4D?
Pretty, kind of, sort of, yeah. It's intense, but like, one of the things that I really like about this is that this will allow people to kind of stop using fucking Gary's mod as a way of making videos for YouTube when doing this machinima. You now have Source Filmmaker, so you could stop with the glitchy ass fucking videos that you're making with Gary's mod. Use this, stop using Gary's mod, use Gary's mod what it was originally intended to, and that's making shitty Mario games using Counter-Strike Source characters. Thank you, end rant.
So what do you think about it, honestly, though?
No, I think it's great. I think it's great.
You know, I swear to God, like the interface, when they zoom out to the actual interface, it actually reminds me of Adobe Premiere. But
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, the color schemes are the same.
See, the
but
first thing I thought was, as soon as I see that, it's essentially you make films and videos on it, right?
Yes.
There must be a lot of people trying to make some sort of sex scene on that. That's the first thing I immediately thought of after seeing that.
well, yeah, after you see that scene where they had the scout and they're maneuvering his hand up and down.
There.
If anybody in the
I need a
community,
dispenser.
Make another Lydia video, if you know what I mean.
if anybody, God dang, if anybody makes a sex video, please post it on our forums.
God damn it! I don't want to see.
No, go one better.
And now
Message me on YouTube. I'd love to see that.
Myfo pointed out that it is free to use, but you can't make any profit from the videos made of it.
True, because with partnership with YouTube, you can't do it. But nonetheless, at least the video content will be better, and that's ultimately what matters.
Yeah.
I mean, you technically shouldn't be making any profit out of Gary's mod anyway, but
Yeah, that's true.
somehow they're still
the
doing it anyway.
The question is, if you're partnered up with like IGN or something, does that?
Well, I'm sure
They can probably
IGN and
fall
Machinima
into the-
all have like certain licenses to that stuff where they can still use it and not like break any copyrights. But I mean that really doesn't have anything to do with the thing we're talking about here. We shouldn't be talking about the business aspects of these videos. Just the fact that the video quality will be better if they use this instead of frickin' Gary's mod.
Have you guys seen any of I don't know, like worthwhile videos that have come out?
I have not.
Well, the
no.
Meet the Pyro videos that they made were done with the source filmmaker. Now, granted, it's Valve using
like,
their own
user
company.
Made. I'm sorry.
No.
Should have clarified.
No, I have not seen any yet.
They there's like a one that was titled "Meet the Family," where basically the spy is supposed to be the scout's son, and it's actually pretty funny. I don't know if you want me to link to
link
that,
it,
guys. And then there's like a lot of people have been doing like just the video like movies audio, and then using that as their audio track for whatever it is. So there was like the interrogation scene from like Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I see.
Pretty well done. So
so pretty much we should expect everyone to recreate everything that everybody already made in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Now it's source filmmaker. Yeah.
My phone in the chat says he's downloading SourceMaker to make a porn scene.
Yes!
Fantastic. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and move away from this now. You're going to have to give me a second because of the stupid glitch here. There we go. All right. So the next game up without demos, or what we like to call them as Foreign Legion Multi-Massacre. The far too long-awaited follow-up to Buckets of Blood. The game is a fun for all, even Mac users, multiplayer cartoon-style third-person shooter. With your friends, if you have some, and if you're a Mac user, most likely not. No, I'm kidding. You take the role...
Whoa. They already dissed us in the description. Don't you dare do that.
Fix your mic. Fix your mic, Mac user.
Whoa.
Fix your mic, Mac user. You take the role of a legionnaire to shred the huge army of non-descriptive cannon fodder to lots and lots of pieces. This is for Windows and Mac. The base game is $7. The 4-pack is $21. And you can get the bundle, which includes both the Legion, Foreign Legion Buckets of Blood and Foreign Legion Multi-Massacre for $9.99. So I apparently have really pissed off Tenarium that his mic went freaking on the.
I think all the ones and zeros that were coming across the pond sort of got translated wrong back into standard from metric, but.
Perhaps he's like sweating into his.
He drowned. Are you happy? He drowned.
Well, first off, while we're waiting for Tenarium to come back and basically shout
back.
at me.
No, he's back. Trust me.
Okay.
He's just waiting for his moment of glory. Then he's going to shout at you.
Well, I want to say, first and foremost, it was just a joke. I love Mac users. I just don't want to be a Mac user. There's the difference. All right, so Tenarium, go ahead. Get your rant out at me. Go ahead.
Okay, well, the first thing I saw, like, reading that description...
So we're going to move on to the next section. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I'm sweating here. It's Niagara Falls, and this is the way you're treating me. You bastard.
Oh, wait a minute. I was in a Spiral Knights video where the majority of the time you're basically knocking America, all right? I don't want to hear it. You got all your shots in yesterday. It's my turn now, bitch. It's my turn now. No, but go ahead, man. Go ahead.
All right, I'll give you that round. But the first thing I saw when reading the description is when it said, oh yeah, fun for all, even Mac users. I did think that, thank God there's a game like this, because usually... no matter, like, even if I'm playing one of my favourite games ever, like Dragon Age, I'm miserable, because I'm a Mac user, so thank God they've created this game, so even Mac users can have fun. No, they're just wankers.
Well, I think they're kind of going along the same lines of what DJ was kind of saying for the past 2 weeks. You know, there's not a whole lot of games being released on Mac, so they're trying to say, hey, look, we're releasing a Mac game. We're doing it. We're awesome.
My eye got drawn right to it.
Yeah,
it sounds underhanded. Even Mac users.
I know it sounds underhanded, but I really don't think that it was intended to be underhanded. Either that or it's really bad marketing. So, I mean, I'm willing to give it credit in either direction, but nonetheless, I did find it funny that they said even Mac users as well. That's
what they've essentially done is, you know, like in theme parks, you get like, you've got to be this tall to get on. It's like someone just turned around. It's just like, oh well, you're slightly blurred, but go on. You can go on anyway. Pats him on the head. You can send him on his way.
Right before they open the ride, like they push the bar down like 3 inches, and they'd be like, "Come on, Mac users, you can get on now."
You just got child catches with candy.
We can sit
trying
at
to
the big
entice
kid
them.
table.
I got to read some comments from chat because we got some pretty awesome ones.
Yeah.
I was
Coco
hoping you'd
says-
avoid the comments after reading them.
First, I guess I should start with Andy. Andy says Mac users got tons of great games too, like Minesweeper, and commenting on a what was that Rooster Teeth video? That's fantastic.
And
I love that.
Gungan Frontier, don't forget that. That was a great game.
Yeah. Well, they got World of Warcraft. That's all that matters, right? Boko says I won't be satisfied until they release it on my calculator.
Was it like a
TI 83, 81?
Texas Instrument. Yeah.
I still got my TI 85. I'm boss.
There you go. There you go.
Randark says the game looked terrible till you get to the shot. What?
All right, let me try that because you're
Till,
drunk.
till you get to shoot the fucking what?
Just
Did
drink.
you get to
just
shoot the
fuck
fuck
out of
out
dolphins.
the
Just
dolphins?
drink your captain.
Stay away from chat. Stay away from chat, Linux. Candle says, yay, they're trying to make Mac users equal to Windows users. Like, that will happen. I agree with you completely, Candle.
Candle's one of my subscribers. What? You're supposed to be defending me. You can't put me down. Come on. What's
Dude.
this about?
I got my Mac. The first thing I did was I plugged in my Microsoft optical laser mouse. I'm like, dude, I need that right click. I cannot deal with this Mac fucking bullshit mouse.
One button crap. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You didn't get that magic
Well,
pad?
dude, it works perfect now when I fucking boot camp.
DJ, you didn't get that magic pad that Apple came out with?
I use that on my iPad. Because I'm just too lazy to reach up and touch the screen.
Anywho, last comment in chat before we go ahead and move on. Randark also said Mac users pollute by throwing their files in the trash.
That's how you
Not 100%
eject.
sure what that's supposed to
That's
mean.
how you
but-
eject discs. You throw them away.
Oh, okay. I was
still
about to
have
say, wait a
discs.
minute, Windows users have trash bins too.
No, you have a recycling bin. You're a little,
Oh, right.
little bit more
Windows
green.
are more
Yeah, I get
ethically
it.
minded like that. We just throw it in the trash. You're like, no, we're going to recycle it.
Just move on.
Yeah.
Windows versus
yeah.
Mac. That's gone. Right, let's go.
Tenarium,
Let's move on.
Tenarium. Shh. Linux.
I'll
Your
go
time
to
to
the
shine,
naughty
buddy.
corner.
What's up, buddy?
It's your time to shine, buddy. It's your part.
Linux, go for it.
Where are we? You cheap bastard!
Wow.
Deals for Steam games outside of Steam. Well, I did a 15-minute steamer this week. My first one, I may add. About fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
I did
Agreed.
Cogs. It's currently free for the iPhone. Only for the iPhone. They did this free promotion as a kind of way for Mac users to get some love because they just released the Mac version.
Whatever.
Fucking Mac stuff.
I fucking hate that game.
Yeah, I played Cogs for a little bit, and like, it was kind of funny because I went ahead and I watched Linux's 15-minute steamer on Cogs, and I'm just watching. I'm like, that's why I don't play this game anymore.
Yeah.
Got it. Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic puzzler, but I could not get into it. I just couldn't do it. And
Is it really just like the BioShock Pipes game and then also Cogs?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, no thanks. That's beyond frustrating. How can people like actually enjoy themselves while playing this game?
I don't know. But nonetheless, Linux, you did a fantastic job on that 15-minute steamer,
Yes.
by the way. And if you have not seen that yet, check it out on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/late-night-steamer. It is a fantastic video. We actually do have it on the front page now because Linux apparently screwed with the settings of our YouTube channel. And it was playing my Binding of Isaac video for some freaking reason, and that's old. So, good job, dude. Good job.
Not sure how I did that, but okay.
Yeah, I'm blaming you because I know it wasn't DJ and I know it wasn't me. So it has to be you.
You guys got to.
By default.
How was the Jack in the Box surprise?
It hurt my ears a little bit. Not gonna lie. I knew that you were going to do something silly for it, but I didn't realize that you were going to blow up my eardrums in attempt at doing it. But that was good. By the way, just for the record and for the future, this section where we talk about Steam games outside of Steam that are for sale, it means games that are technically for your Steam library that's not being sold by Steam.
Correct.
So...
that would have been good. That would have been good to know ahead of time.
Yeah, well, I tried and I
pretty much nobody's dumb enough to have a sale this week besides Steam.
Yeah, and that's exactly why we really don't have a whole lot listed for this section. And as far as the actual, the sales that we can talk about, we're going to go ahead and move on to the summer sale. And holy crap, it's finally here.
Yes.
It is finally here. We'll go more in depth with this later on during our Steam discussion, but there's been tons of great deals. I mean, right out of the box, frickin' Skyrim was cheap, and then it got on sale a second time today, and it's even cheaper. It's like $30 right now. So that's a fantastic deal in its own right.
Although Scott almost fucked that up and almost just bought Skyrim when the Bethesda pack is just like $10.
Yeah, I went for the Bethesda pack.
We'll definitely cover this down the dock.
But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna actually take a moment. While we're on the live stream, I'm gonna take this moment to actually go on to my Steam client. I'm gonna show you guys what's on sale. Oh. Sorry, Steam Store is experiencing some heavy load right now.
That's
Sorry,
funny because
guys.
mine just popped up with that same thing.
Well, unfortunately, we can't show you.
Refresh it. It just came back.
I'm gonna go vote. Oh shit.
Oh my god. By the way, this was planned, Linux. That's a graphic. Anyway.
Well, this is where I'm supposed to... Oh, yeah. You guys saw the posting on our forum.
Yeah. We'll talk about this a little more in depth, but this is the reason why we're not really going in too crazy on You Cheap Bastard. There's a lot of great deals right now. If you have not gone in there, and honestly, if you haven't, where the fuck have you been? Go on to Steam's website right now. There's tons of great games on sale, so go ahead and do that. And we should go ahead and move on to the next section. And that being, oh, that's right, it's my section. Okay. Late night steamer invasions. Now, we haven't technically done an invasion night because we've been playing some LOTRO. But we've also been doing some different events, though, to kind of, keep the thing alive. And we did a Load 'em if you got 'em Counter-Strike event. And by we, I mean me.
I was watching. Did you do this one by yourself?
Nobody showed up for this.
I was watching.
Nobody. I was all on my own. And, don't get me wrong, I love Counter-Strike, so that's fine. I have no problem going in there and doing it. It was great, but I was so sad because,
You were playing with yourself?
Well, no, I don't mind that.
And your penis wasn't involved?
I'm married, so, I mean, that happens more often.
He's used to that.
But anyway, moving on. Sorry, Doomkitten.
That's the sock sitting next to his...
Hey, shut your face.
boy.
Shut your face. All right.
Don't give away the secrets, man. We got a lady on the show.
God damn it. All right, come on. But no,
Scott's sections get derailed every time.
This was probably one of our most...
YOLO, man.
Done.
YOLO.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, YOLO. Oh, God. But yeah, this was one of our most requested events, and sadly nobody came. But probably
Steve's playing.
that's exactly it. That is exactly it. But going on to failure events, me and Tenarium, we did some Spiral Nights. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about that, Tenarium? How'd that go?
That was a lot of fun. The only problem is I'm going to have to edit that down quite a lot, as we managed to offend 85% of the world's population in about an hour. I'm
not joking either.
Yeah, exactly. The only country we didn't offend was Australia, so I'm going to put a little annotation for all Australians. Fuck you, we don't like you either. Just to ensure that we offend everyone.
Indeed,
But
indeed.
yeah, basically, I'm going to like try and edit out most of the naughty bits. There's going to be about 2 to 3 minutes of footage, and
Yeah.
that will probably be just me hating on Vyper.
Yeah.
So-
And there was a lot of that too, so that, I think it'll be a little longer than 3 minutes. One of the things that I really want to note about this, when we went into the game, we had low expectations of this being fun. But surprisingly enough, and I think honestly it has really nothing to do with the game, we had a lot of fun, and before we realized it, we were like an hour 30 in. And I think it was just simply that we were having so much fun insulting other countries that we just kept playing the game. So this game is great if you want to sip on the haterade and just, play something mindless in the background.
Yeah.
But there was one mob, the Tenarium. I know you loved this guy. The slime. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about the slime real quick?
Oh, the slime was brilliant. But basically, you got your normal slimes, and they look like fucking Jello. But you've then got the other set of slimes, and it's got a middle parting haircut with some sort of like aristocrat moustache. And it just had more elegance as it jumped around trying to kill you. It's almost as if you could admire it.
It was the gentleman slime. That's what it was.
Like, excuse me, chap. Might I kill you?
Of course not. It's between 2 to 5. We must have tea.
Indeed.
Indeed. See, Tenarium is the only one that can actually do that because he's legitimately British. So technically, we should not be even trying to imitate the gentleman slime.
Quite.
That is Tenarium's department.
Yeah, but
Just like a show.
As DJ continues.
But make no mistake. But make no mistake, that video is literally it's like a chat show, but with incidental gameplay in the background. We reference to it occasionally, but it's just kind of there. You don't notice it.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
indeed.
I'm going to go ahead and start the competition for my first game giveaway of the night. Actually, my only game giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a copy of Space Ark tonight. As you guys remember, that was the one that we talked about where it was just like freaking... it was like asteroids on crack, I think is what we talked about. So if anybody wants a copy of Space Ark, just to continue the trend, you have to tell the funniest Australian joke in chat. Has to be a funny joke about Australia. And then we'll read it aloud, and whoever wins gets a copy of Space Ark.
We're somehow bringing that hatred over here. I'm not sure how that happened. If you want to piss off a country, this is how you do it. You win a game while doing it. So apparently, we were doing it wrong, Tenarium. We were doing it wrong.
What I think's gone on there is that we said that we hadn't insulted Australia, so Pimp wanted to involve somehow of insulting and attacking the Australian demographic, and that's how we're doing it.
That's a good one right out of the bat, Andy.
Oh my God.
Should we read these as they come in, or should we just...
Yes.
Let's read the winner. Let's not read every joke. I don't want to have a whole country come after us. Basically. You published this, you bastards.
Geek Culture Andy says, "How do you get an Australian off your lawn? Pay him for the pizza."
Aussie.
Next stream we do, we're
That's-
inviting Leopard Keeper to insult the other countries we can't get round to.
Yeah. Leopard Keeper. I consider him the winner right there. It's DJ's giveaway. But...
Yeah, we can do... Yeah, we that's
It's
pretty
okay,
much-
we give him the game.
Can we
Just give
technically
him it.
read that? I don't think we should, to be honest.
Even with the explicit tag, that might be a little too much.
That might be a little much.
Okay.
This is
Per
Hold on.
Sir Leopard Keeper, how do you find the world's anus?
oh god.
You locate Australia on the globe. Hey! Okay, that's a terrible joke.
I was gonna say, well, let's leave it. Let's not say it because then we can add to the allure and force people to come onto our live stream to see the nastiness that comes in.
Oh, he's going to bleep this out then.
Oh, okay. I'm going to censor this out. Apparently, I didn't know that. I guess I am now going to do that.
Just write down
Candle puts
39 minutes. That's when I said it.
Candle puts in a pretty interesting one too. I'm not going to read that because I really don't want to piss off Australia more than we already have. But that's a good one. I like that. I got to say, I love our live chat. I really do. This is such an awesome thing when we can get our live chat in on the haterade. Good God. All right. So Leopard Keeper, yeah, it was Leopard Keeper who won. Get with DJ as far as getting that game from him. If you already have it, I don't know. Decide who to pass it to. So we're going to go. Sorry.
So after the scatting, we've now got another sort of category, right?
There you go. So next week we got some awesome events. On Wednesday we're doing another load 'em if you got them, and I'm hoping we get a little more people than last time. But we're gonna play some Left 4 Dead, the first one. So if you got them, join us on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central U.S. time. And then of course on Friday night, you picked a crazy hour, might I add, Linux. At 11 p.m. Is that Eastern time?
No, Central.
Okay, so 11 p.m. Central time on Friday night.
Midnight Eastern.
Yeah, Linux is hosting a Just for Fun event, and they're playing some Team Fortress 2. That's right, we're playing it again.
Yes. I love watching that respawn screen. I'm so good at that part.
I tell you what, like, because this is a Just for Fun event and I don't have to stream, I actually get to kill people now.
Oh.
It's fantastic. I do great when I'm not fucking streaming. I just don't know what it is.
Hey, Leopard, your game's on the way.
So,
Congrats.
so there you go. I get to kill some people finally, instead of streaming it and then watching myself die.
Wait. Look at the chat. I actually sent him a game he doesn't have.
Oh my God. Mark this on the calendar. This is a glorious event.
Wow.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad we can actually get him something he doesn't have. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right. Also, wait, what do we have this here?
What?
Linux, why don't you go ahead, Doc? Because I have a feeling that's you.
Yes.
What are we talking about?
You talk about it.
All right. So this upcoming week, got a couple giveaways starting. Both will start on Monday. Torchlight 1 and Torchlight 2. So you get the pre-order the pre-order for Torchlight 2. What was that, DJ? What the hell?
TJ is doing his best impression of a Lethal Injection episode, apparently. Editing the doc insanely. I got it in PDF form, bitch. It ain't gonna affect me.
So Torchlight 1 will go up on Monday and end Friday night, just before Saturday morning. And Torchlight 2 will go up Monday and will go for 2 weeks.
Now that's not out.
So that will be no.
Okay.
Dude, I sent you got.
Yeah. I got it. I threw it in there. I just haven't downloaded it or anything. So.
Well, you can't download it because it's pre-order.
Derp. Shows you how much I know.
Nonetheless, if you want to get in on any of our events, we have a beautiful calendar on our website that is very detailed as far as when we do events, how you can join. You can find that at latenightsteamer.com/calendar. Or you could just go on latenightsteamer.com and click the calendar button. And both ways will give you the calendar. We're going to try our best to keep that updated as much as humanly possible so that way you guys know when we're doing things ahead of time. So that way we can keep you guys involved. And, we really do love the opportunity to play these games with you guys. So please do come and have a blast while you're at it. And, DJ, why don't you go ahead and take us into the next section?
Hold on.
Oh, or not.
I gotta...
Pause the show.
Torchlight 2 already has 10 thank yous, and it's not even ready. It's not even out yet.
Well, there you
So
go.
I'm not sure what they're thanking me for yet.
They're
Okay.
thanking you for the opportunity that's coming up. Is what's happening. Anyway, all right. DJ,
And then any of the Just for Fun events that I'll be hosting, if we get 20 people to pre-sign up on the calendar, I will give away a game at that event.
Gotcha.
Kind of incisive to get on the calendar.
There you go. Well, you and DJ both have rights to post onto the calendar, so make it happen, Kevin.
It is a very sexy calendar, by the way.
Thank you.
I have been posting. Thank
I
you.
was impressed by it.
Yeah.
I'm like, we got a calendar? No.
Yes, we do. It's amazing. And you should see it too. And yes, Linux, I know that you've been posting on it, and thank you. All right.
Okay, we're going to move on. We got a new section just for this month, obviously. It is topical. It is called Ride With Us. So ride now, ride to the ruin of the world's end! Death!
Penis.
Nobody.
Well, it's ride with Scott and DJ.
Okay.
I still have it on there.
Pretty much.
Ride with everybody but Linux.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're going to have a quick section every week just to bring us up to speed on the LOTRO quest. This week I'm going to cover just a few tabloid high points that are mostly true. And I have to admit, that these are actually mostly true. This week, Vyper was the first person in our kinship with a horse. However, it was promptly molested by Randark and it ran off. This week, I, DJ, started a cowbell minstrel band in the Shire called the Farmer Maggot and His Queer Folk. Doomkitten was nominated a Kinship Gratuitous Member of the Week for giving out items, assistance, and a scandalous couch dance at the Prancing Pony to an NPC named Bert Ninetails.
Nice.
That was actually a quest. If you makes you get up on the table and okay. Anyways, this week Vyper won a pie eating competition. No, really, that's not some perverted sex joke punchline. He really did win a pie eating competition. That is a true fact.
Was it yummy?
Paid in swag.
Yeah, swag. This week, Depsto finally made his way out of the Shire. However, he realized he traveled 3 days in the wrong direction. Sucks for him. This week, Vyper spent an entire hour standing on a fountain, annoying the citizens of Bree with Nickelback covers through his trumpet. And as a protector of song class trait, I was forced to shoot him down to restore order.
True story.
Bless you.
DJ and myself and Vyper had a competition this week to see who can scout the most random people into our kinship. Vyper's strategy of winning them with jazz trumpet is not working against my strategy of stripping naked and streaking through Staddle. You see, I'm playing as a female elf.
Yes.
Of course, indeed, quite.
Indeed. Indubitably.
Giston finally finished the 14 gigabyte download across his AOL dial-up modem, or whatever the hell he's using. And now he has to apply the updates. So it's halfway through the month. He'll probably catch up.
Indeed.
And then lastly, Vyper publicly admitted that he cannot stop saying, if you know what I mean, after every time he's asked me to, quote-unquote, polish his opals. And I decided finally I had enough, and I kicked him right in the bloodstones.
Oh, and that was painful, too.
That brings us up. That's what we've been doing this entire week, so.
Oh, that was great. That's great. If you want to ride with us, you can get LOTRO through Steam. It is a free-to-play game. There's no monthly subscription. You don't have to buy the game first. So just go ahead, download it, and you can send us a message on Steam to let us know when you are in the game. And we can't stress this enough. You have to pass the intro quests before we can invite you into the kinship. We cannot invite you beforehand. It just cannot happen. It won't let us do it.
Yes.
So please complete your intro quests first. It's really not that hard. As long as you follow the quest line, you'll be fine. And you don't even have to complete all the quests in the beginning section. You only have to complete the ones that say intro. So
Correct.
Plow through that and let us know when you're through it. You can message either me or DJ in-game. DJ's in-game name is unpronounceable. So I'm not even going to try.
Find me on Steam.
Yeah, find him on Steam. That's the better way. Me, personally, I'm Vyperial, because they have to have an elven name in your name, apparently. And you can find me that way.
DJ chose to use 5 different suffixes.
Yeah. He went...
Mine sounds like some sort of a disease.
Yeah. He wanted to go for the most elven-sounding name humanly possible. And good on you, sir. You completed that. You can find us... you can find our guild online. You can find one of us, and we have multiple officers. Andy and Foundry, both from Geek Culture Happy Hour, are officers, so they'll be able to invite you in if worse comes to worse. You can't find either me or DJ. So we will get you in one way or another. The forum section has classes and professions and what we need and what we can make. If there's no posts on there for your character, get on it.
Yes.
Get on it. Help us out. The more we can organize, the more we can kind of help each other, outfit each other, and help us with the polishing of the opals. You know what I mean? And then last but most certainly not least, we are trying to be on Mumble while we're playing. It's not so important right now, but when we start doing like raids and instances, it really is a lot of help if we can voice communicate with each other, because trying to type in the middle of a boss fight is not conducive to the plan. So make sure you have Mumble. It's really easy to get into our Mumble account. If you have an account on our forums, it's literally as easy as clicking the M button in the top left corner. It's that simple. As long as you have the Mumble client installed, it's just click that button, boom, done. If you don't have it installed, we have a forum post for that. Click on the forum post. It tells you exactly what you need to do in order to get Mumble installed.
Yes.
So yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just got to go on record and say, we got a lot of damn hunters in our kinship.
Yeah, we got tons of archers, tons of weaponsmiths, apparently, for some reason. Everybody wants to make weapons now.
But if anyone needs their opals polished,
yes,
you know who to go to.
No tanks, though.
I sent you 4 opals, actually, DJ, so
Oh,
get
did
on
I not
it.
send them back?
Wait, hold on.
If you send something to me that you want back, say that you want them back.
No, you can keep those after.
Okay.
That's okay.
I just want it noted that Doomkitten gave you her 4 opals to be polished. She's got 4 of them. What's going on here? No, I'm kidding. Anyway, we're going to move on.
She wasn't using them.
And our maturity level just sunk to a whole new low. DJ, take us off to the next section.
We're going to move on to new school, old school. Basically, we're going to cover very quickly, because god damn it, we're late in this show. This week, I tried out the Dwarfs demo, and of course Space Ark. Loved them both to death. And then my old games I've been playing, LOTRO, and I'm still trying to finish Breath of Death 7. But that game is still awesome. Tenarium, did you pick that one up too?
Was this Breath of Death?
Yes.
No, haven't picked that up as of yet. I might do so in the next hour or so.
Well, it's already like $1 game, so if it's on like Steam sale, it's got to be like pennies.
50 cents, yeah.
Yeah, like you got to break €1 or something to get into that. So
You might actually have to use cents.
You go next, Tenarium. What you been playing this week?
Well, I've literally only been playing 2 games. One for my YouTube channel, which is called Magical Diary. That's more my flagship series at the minute, and that is quite literally a game for, let's say, young teenagers who want to experience something like Harry Potter and get bitterly, bitterly disappointed.
And it's a fantastic
right.
series, by the way. Everybody has to go watch that.
I'd just like to point out something with that game. You literally use no magic in that at all, apart from the dungeons, and that's 4 times a game. That's literally for a minute thing. So they're always warning you, you can never use magic outside of school. You never get a fucking chance to anyway! And quickly moving on from Magical Diary, because I could be here all night. I've also been playing Dragon Age Origins for like the 100th time ever. Absolutely amazing game, as anyone should know. The only problem I do have is it's one of those games where if something unfortunate is going to happen, it happens. Like, if you're going to like start settling into a town, within a week, terrorists would have taken your kids and a plane would have crashed into your house.
Wow.
It's one of those games, but
I don't think
I've
I got that far on that game.
It's DLC. It's fine.
I think you just told the entire story of Lost.
Scott, what you been playing this week?
Well, obviously I was playing Counter-Strike by myself. I've also been playing some Cthulhu Saves the World. I mean, I heard like freaking DJ and Tenarium just rave about this game, so I was like, alright, I'm gonna give this a shot myself. And I gotta admit, the dialogue alone is very capturing. It's so fun. Like, especially when, like, you're right in the beginning and, you know, they're supposed to go through the intro and you pick up your first party member and, you know, they're talking about combos and shit like that, and, you know, the narrator's saying to Cthulhu, it's like, oh, well, do you need me to run you through the tutorial? And he's like, well, no, I don't need to do it, but, you know, for the sake of my party member, why don't you do it? The writing is just so clever. It is just fantastically clever. So great on that, and I'm enjoying that. And then, of course, we'll talk about this ad nauseum, but LOTRO is obviously one game that I've been playing a lot.
Of course. Boko346 in the chat room says he's playing Legends of Grimlock, a.k.a. Side Strafe, the RPG. that is so damn
Nice.
true. What about you,
Nice.
Lennox? What are you playing this week?
This week I started some Conundrum. It's a kind of a puzzle game.
Fucking puzzles.
Kind of-
What is it with you and puzzles?
Kind of Portal 2 stylish gameplay.
Mhm.
I've recorded what I've played. Unsure if I'm going to release it or not yet. I gotta look at the footage and see what I got. But, and then also played COGS this week, and I did download it on my iPhone and played it at work. Gotta admit.
We'll get it out of the way. What about you, Doomkitten?
As far as new games, not so much. I've been playing all the old stuff right now. Obviously, a lot of Lord of the Rings, which has been a lot more pleasant than it was when it came out, when I first played it. So that's pretty awesome. Been playing Psychonauts. I love Tim Schafer, and I didn't have an Xbox like long time ago, and I ended up picking up on good old games, and it ran terribly on my computer, so I gave it another try because it was in the humble indie bundle that was just released. So I got it, and I'm like totally enjoying myself, and then I snagged the Trine franchise last night, I think. So I've been playing that also.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta get back into Psychonauts. I've heard tons and tons and tons of people talk about that, and I started playing it. I think I played like 20 minutes of it, and then it just got buried with the onslaught of all the other games we bought. But yeah, I have not heard one bad thing about it. So
Because go ahead. I'm sorry.
There's a bit of lag, so that's the problem. Basically, I forgot something bad to say about it. Don't worry, it's not a rant. Basically, it's there's so many bugs. There's so many bugs for it on the Mac.
Really?
Once you get like an hour and a half in, it's horrendous. The sound effects. You could be jumping up something, and it sounds like a pigeon is permanently flying into a wood block over and over. So it's like doom, 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 doom. And it's just like,
Well-
I can't play with this.
Now, Tenarium, are you sure that this is the Mac version of the game that has these bugs, or is it just your computer that has these bugs?
well, see,
I gotta ask.
I started playing it on my Mac, so I'll let you guys know sometime. Because my Mac is worth. It runs. Trust me.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I was about to say, wave that dick.
I
Wave
will.
that dick.
My Mac's bigger than your Mac.
Oh, yeah. Because I don't have a Mac. Anyway. Right, so let's go ahead and read off some comments from chat. Leper Keeper says, I am lost in Saints Row the Third. Great game, by the way.
Yes.
Playing through the Gangsters and Space DLC and having a blast. Myfo says, I've been playing a lot of Dota 2. It's the best MOBA ever. Also a little bit of LOTRO. Very cool. Candle says, I'm playing Beat Buddy, the world's first ever musical action adventure game. Nice. Nice.
I like how he put an advertisement in there after that.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Randark says, just started Darksiders, really like the first 45 minutes. Tomorrow's Classic Gaming Challenge will be Castlevania, so I will be playing that first thing when I get up for research.
Yeah.
Good luck.
So there you go. Randark's next Classic Gaming Challenge is Castlevania. That's a
I talked him
awesome
into a
game.
NES game, so
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
we almost did Fester's Quest, and then
I know. I was the advocator of that. I was trying to talk him into doing Fester's Quest, and then he played it. He's like, "Fuck this game."
like we all did when we got the game back in the
man,
mid-90s.
no.
We're like,
That was-
fuck!
It was all I had. It was the only game I had. I had no choice but to suffer through that whole game.
You broke
Whole game.
You broke up the plastic. You pop it in. It didn't work. You pulled it back out. You blew on it. You put it back in. It fired up. And the first thing you said was, "This fucking gun sucks."
Well, the worst part about that game, and I won't go into it too much, but the worst part about that game is, like, the best weapon in the game is actually kind of what you start with.
Yeah.
Because there becomes these points where, like, the upgrades for your weapons makes the bullets wave, but when it collides into, like, a wall, it stops the bullet.
And there's lots of walls.
But then you go into, like, these little corners, like, especially the first, like, dungeon, if you want to call it that, the sewers. you can't shoot anything because the bullets constantly hit the wall to the left or to the right of you. So, like, you have to downgrade your weapon just to kill enemies. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well, let's move on.
yeah, we probably should.
Go ahead, Linux. Is Linux alive? Did he finally pass out?
I think he did.
No, I'm just... This week's Shady URL, or should I say Shady URLs. This week I picked Jesus Christ.
LOTRO.com. Learn to read, dude.
I can't even... Oh, I can't see the screen.
Do you want me to do it?
No, I got it. Okay. All right. So that becomes White Power Rides on Stallions, Unstoppable, Backyard Fireworks, Distress. Disaster.
Jesus Christ, have some more captive.
White Power Rides upon Stallions, Unstoppable, blah blah blah, Backyard Fireworks, Disasters. That's the URL. I'm hijacking your session, Linux. And we also decided to kind of play a little prank on our buddy Tenarium.
Yeah, because he had no idea what this was. He's like, "What did you guys do to my website?"
I gotta say though, that was first shot, and it came out pretty damn good.
yeah, it was. So we decided to use www.youtube.com/user/Chris Tenarium, and we turned it into 5z8.info/the most dangerous game. Blah, blah, blah. Dogfights.
Let's go. I'll copy and paste it in the chat.
I already did it.
Okay.
I got this.
You're too slow.
Shut up. Shut Linux, shut up. Shut your face. Shut your face.
Shut your face.
Okay.
As long as you sit on my face.
Oh, what the heck?
Moving on.
What the heck? Oh, you know what? I'm going to backtrack just slightly, only because of the fact that I got something lined up for this and I forgot to do it, so I apologize. Going back to the whole nude school, old school thing, Tenarium, I have to make mention of this. Tenarium decided, and I'm linking this over to our stream.
Oh, yeah.
Tenarium decided that he was going to gift me a game for a 15-minute steamer. What was that game that he gifted me?
Oh,
Dinner Date.
That's...
I won't talk about it too much. But there's going to be a 15-minute steamer that's going to be released sometime. I want to say tomorrow morning. You could check out the video there. It is about as fun as it sounds. Let me just leave it at that. It's about as fun as it sounds.
I'd just like to point out that went through a rigorous selection process. Me and my best mate were brainstorming for the worst game we could find on Steam. That is what we came up with.
It wasn't like an Agatha Christie game or something.
The thing is, for those who are just kind of joining our show, we have this thing where if you gift us a game, we kind of have to play it and make a video of it. It's kind of an unspoken rule. It's never something we really solidified. It just kind of happened that way. So I really do the best I can to make videos of all these games that I'm gifted. And Tenarium apparently found out about this golden rule. And this is why he got a friend involved with this, which really shocks me.
Andy pointed it out. It's called the Snuggle Truck rule.
Yeah, there you go. That's great. That's perfect. The Snuggle Truck rule. And yeah, Tenarium found a friend, got a friend involved to exercise the Snuggle Truck rule right. And this was the product of it. And I gotta say, if you wanted to find a game that would torture me so, congratulations, Tenarium. You have gifted the worst game to me of all time. So thank you. Thank you.
How much time did you end up clocking in?
The game's only 15 minutes long! I couldn't even call it a 15-minute steamer. It might as well be called an LP, because that's exactly what it is. It's just an LP.
I think it sums it up that my best mate, when he showed me that, I was just watching a game and I went, we've hit the fucking jackpot.
Now I'm going to modify Candle's comment. He said, I'm going to say, yay, torture tube.
There you go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move on to our Steam discussion. Originally, we were going to talk about what happened to the summer Steam sale, and I think Steam knew that we were going to have this discussion and said, fuck you guys, we're going to go ahead and put the sale on now. So we kind of had to modify this question a little bit, and of course, in the description I wrote, answer, it started Thursday, July 12th. By the way, Doomkitten accurately predicted this through the power of Reddit, so props to Doomkitten. Any deals so far that have made your jaw drop, and any purchases that has given you buyer's remorse? Tenarium, has Dinner Date by chance given you any buyer's remorse?
No, I thought that was a well thought out bite, and I mean, the game's a fucking $1 anyway, so
he just can't wait to see a video.
Yeah, I think a lot of people can't wait to see the misery. I'm literally arguing with the main character the whole time. It's like, you pussy, just go out the door. Anyway,
I can't wait to see it.
should be interesting, or not very interesting, which is probably more likely. But anyway, so chat, remember these questions are also pointed to you. So while we're talking about it, please let us know what deals have made your jaw drop, and ultimately what games have kind of given you some buyer's remorse. DJ, let's start with you first, real quick. What about you, man? What's made your jaw drop?
Right off the bat, they're big freaking kablam. Like, we're having a sale. I usually don't buy pure first-person shooters, but like I was like, dude, for that price, I will play Modern Warfare 3. So I ended up buying that, and then I saw Terraria was on like stupid sale. It was like $2.34 or something like that.
Yeah,
and there's this guy that works third shift on the weekends at my work. He's my weekend night guy who watches the alarm panel basically, and he has nothing to do all night. And I bought it and I gifted to him tonight. So we might have another listener now. But
nice. But
yeah, I gave him permission to go ahead and install it on his work computer and play. I'm just like, just do it. It's Terraria. You can't mess it up.
Speaking of Terraria, I have a copy of Terraria to give out.
Ooh, topical.
If somebody can tell
Free
me
bird!
how much I tweeted, how much I spent on Steam yesterday, I tweeted it out. So.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, if you go onto our Twitter right now, you can find the answer to this question. The Twitter, of course, is located at twitter.com/LNsteamer. Gotta be fair. You can find the answer right there. And Kazura says nipples.
Yes.
No, it was definitely not nipples.
Hey, Kazura. That guy follows me, or he followed me from Lethal Injection, so nice to see you, buddy.
While we're waiting for the answer, I'll run down everyone else's savings. Apparently, I thought I had spent the least, and I had spent $107, but I was wrong.
you like only.
Yeah, I wrote it down like that. Scott has spent $120.
Roughly.
Doomkitten wins the Thrifty Award for only spending $19.97.
Well, I don't know. I'm trying
what
to
did you buy?
Like, hold out for. I bought the Trine franchise. I bought the Alan Wake franchise.
Okay.
Dinner Date.
What else did I get? I can't remember. Hang on. Oh, BioShock 2. There we go.
Goodbye.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm just like, I want things to be cheaper. I can't justify some of the things that are on there yet.
So 75% off isn't enough for you now. you want to see 90% off. If it's not $1, it's not worth buying.
I'm holding out for Dead Island. I think that it's going to go lower. I don't think $10 is
No, I think
cheapest.
this is the lowest it's going to get, because right now it's...
Well, they bundled it
yeah.
with the DLC, if you see that.
Yeah.
Which is only good if you play the multiplayer.
Yeah. And then, like, I don't know, just a couple of random ones. Like, I kind of want Anno 2070, but not for $25.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And then, like, I guess kind of the Batman games, but I don't want the humongous bundles with, like, a bunch of other games I don't care about. So, I don't know. I'm very, very picky with what I want. So, I don't let the sales, like just because it's like
Sale!
some percentage off, I have to get it. So yeah.
I gotta say, I got
Frugal.
suckered into a couple package deals already.
Well, I have been going through a very specific process. Months ahead of time, I started using that wish list button very well. Like, if I saw a game that I did want, I'd put it on the wish list, and I would only buy it if it was on sale. And now that everything's on sale, I've just been looking specifically for things that were over 50% off. So I'm buying games I do want to play, but I'm it's like I'm being very picky about which ones I buy. But yeah, my wish list has quartered. Like, I think I had like 38 games, and I now got like 12 or something crazy. The people in chat guessing are pretty much way off. Tenarium has got the award for having the most money and probably no wife, correct? If you had a wife, she would slap you. Now, is this converted to dollars or is this in euros?
That's converted to dollars from pounds.
Okay. He's done about $300 worth of damage so far.
Jesus.
In what, 3 days of sale?
Yeah, well, basically, I'm a sucker for sales, like anything.
It says maybe
even if it's
more
the worst
YOLO.
game alive, I will buy it. And I've just been gifting games out like crazy. And obviously, I've been less generous with Scott by fucking giving him a dinner date. But I saw games like brilliant Farming Simulator 2011. It's 50% off. Yes, buy, gift. And I've just been giving so much stuff away.
You just went all Leopard Keeper on that, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's an inside joke for us.
Yeah. I also said on my channel that I was doing a giveaway for Magical Diary. And because it was like the last time I could do it, I just thought, oh, fuck it, I'll just buy everyone who entered a copy. So quite a lot of the money goes towards that as well. And
well, Slasher Cat brought up a good point. You should give away the game that you're giving away tonight.
Yeah, I was wondering when I get a chance to
Just
give
pop it in
that.
there.
Basically, I've got a copy of Frozen Synapse, which has been sitting in my inventory for God knows how long now, ever since I bought it. If you bought it a while back, you got a free copy of it to give to someone else, but everyone I knew already had the fucking game.
Would you say that it's frozen in your inventory?
Oh dear. No. I would distance myself from that joke.
Oh,
YOLO.
YOLO. YOLO indeed. Linux, I think you might have to find another way to give out your game because nobody's even coming remotely
all right,
close.
Here's a hint, guys. So in total, so far, the first 3 days, I've spent 150. Oh shit!
Wow.
I've spent 170 in 3 days.
Well,
So
first
if anybody
person to
just
say
caught
it.
on to that.
There you go.
Boko won.
Buku got it.
Go one.
Boko got
I
it.
don't know his Steam name though.
Well, and I think Slasher Cat got it because it said almost 150. That's technically better.
Yeah, because it was $149.99.
No.
Well, you decide the winner, and when you do that, make sure that you add Linux to your friends list on Steam. You're Mr. Linux for life, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
so
it has
add
the
him on there,
LNS tag at
connect
the
with
front.
him. He'll get you that copy to you. And then, Tenarium, why don't you go ahead and tell us how our listeners and live chat users can win your game?
Alright, well, I was going to do something else, but I decided probably everyone's knowledge in it would just be that bit too obscure for it to do anything. So, I will give away the game to the person who can describe Vyper the Best in 3 words. Go!
Oh
my god. Oh my god.
This should be good.
I don't like this.
This
I
should
don't
be
like this at all.
good.
Do remember,
Oh
I
my
will
God.
accept insults as well. Everything's going.
You have to describe
Oh.
Vyper the Best in 3 words.
3 words. Oh man.
Dick,
This is
dick.
gonna-
Oh, no.
The hentai? Oh, I love bias. Meat. Oh, what is that? Meal Rock God?
Metal probably
Yeah.
is what he meant. I'm hoping he meant.
Alright, well, Bios
Neil
hasn't won
Rock-
because that's a bit too complimentary for my likings.
Oh. Well, I should give a game to Bias for being nice to me then. 'Cause you're a dick.
You get snuggle trapped. You guys can be buddies.
Give him dinner date, he'd love you forever.
Probed anal raper.
Oh my god!
Wow.
What?
Oh.
Oh, that's terrible.
Wow. These are some great.
Interesting, creepy stalker.
We have got to get that thing that puts the chat in the live stream.
I was actually working on that today, and I couldn't figure it out. There's a glitch with it, so I gotta figure it out.
Failed dinner dater. That's pretty good.
Failed dinner dater. Nice.
I'm gonna put it in the lower third.
Chaos Zero apparently can't count the 3. So good job, bud. I have to admit, even though most of these are negative, this is really funny.
Nipple chafing rape truck. What?
Chaos Zero 3.
Everything he
One,
says has the word
2,
rape in it.
3. Rape counts as a word. You can't exclude that.
Wow. People love you, man.
Apparently.
We should do another
hate
one
you,
with just me, though, to see what the yin and yang is here.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm the hated one. I'm a nipple chafing, interesting, creepy, meal raping stalker guy. I don't know how all that happened.
Tenarium,
Rape is mentioned in every other one, so I mean that does give some insight into your actual life.
well, he is in Chicago.
No, people get shot. They don't get raped. There's a huge difference.
Where's the gunshot sound, Linux? Seriously.
All right, Tenarium, who won? Because this is taking entirely
I'm still
too
trying
long.
to figure out who won mine.
I'm tired. I can't. It's either failed dinner data or Vyper the hentai. I can't work out which I like more.
That should be disqualified because he used an I instead of a Y. I'm sorry. Come on. And 2 minutes later, Linux makes the Chicago version. What the hell? All right, you knock that off now. All right,
Take a
Linux.
short commercial break while Scott goes through and throws up.
Yeah, pretty much. Linux, Tenarium, pick your winners. Pick your winners so we can at least finish off the section and I can give away my game because I wanted to make mine the ending because I'm that pretentious.
Who did you say won mine? I can't even find. Chat keeps scrolling
I
everywhere.
think it was Slasher Cat that said almost 150.
Yeah, he was more literal about the answer versus Boko who said 150.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
Slasher Cat. Hit me up.
Yeah,
on
just find our Steam group and then find Linux near the top. So
Yeah, he's an admin, so you'll be able to easily find him. Okay, Tenarium, who's your winner?
I've decided that my winner is Geek Culture Andy for his comment failed dinner data.
that is a good
Probably
description.
Probably the least offensive out of all of them, actually.
Well, I was going to go for, hang on, there's this brilliant one, bleep retarded dickwad. But I thought that was just that bit too harsh to award the winner to.
Retarded dick? Wow.
That was too nice.
Alrighty,
You weren't quite doing it justice. So, I've decided Geek Culture Andy. I think I've already got him on Steam, so I'll just send the game straight over.
Sounds good. Alright. Well, let's actually finish this section off. Who didn't talk about, what games that... We got so lost in this whole thing. DJ, I think you already talked about what deals you find were jaw-dropping. I think Doomkitten, you also talked about it.
Yeah.
God, Linux, you didn't say anything yet.
I don't know. To start with, before I added my humble indie bundle that I bought to Steam, and it kind of made my list pretty much if I full screen Steam, fill up a whole line. Now I have like 2 pages worth of games, so I've been going crazy. But
Welcome to my world, bitch.
I just been buying all the bundles like crazy though, so nothing direct. I think just the bundles, are huge savings, really.
I sort of differ here. I a lot of the bundles, I own like one or two games in every single bundle. Have you guys met that problem yet?
Yeah, that's been my problem. Every bundle there is, I already own 2 or 3 of the games anyway. So I don't see the point of spending it just on 2 games which I probably won't play anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have that problem with the major, but today with the the Indie Bundle 3 package today, there's only one game in that I don't have already. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not buying that pack just to buy one game. You know?
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I gotta say this. I love Lady Kilborn, I think that's how you pronounce that name, in chat, said Terraria. I love that. That's awesome. All right. I love it. So who gets to edit together 2 hours of 5 streams? That would be me. The failed dinner dater, if you will.
Better you than me.
For me personally, the Bethesda pack made me go, oh!
Yeah, that was pretty fucking impressive.
When I saw that pack, I was just like, wait a minute, Skyrim, Fallout New Vegas, Brink, not so much, I don't really care too much about, but just Fallout New Vegas and frickin' Skyrim alone for $50 is just like, holy crap.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
I didn't have any of those games, so I actually picked that pack up too, so.
Really?
Yeah, exactly.
That's like all the packs like I feel left out on. Like I have Skyrim for PS3. I see the point of getting on my PC too.
That's what drove me to Steam.
Yeah,
well,
no,
I mean, it would be nice. The graphics are a lot better. All the mods, I get it, but I'm like,
it's
I'm
not
done
even
with
that.
the game.
it's not even that. The loading alone is dramatically different. You have not
I know.
played
You don't
Skyrim.
have time to read the tips and things. I know. It's like bam, next scene.
Yeah, you didn't have time to go into the kitchen, make a sandwich, get yourself something to drink, come back, and still watch it load.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
My game still hasn't even started. You know, I don't know. Like, I got it right when it came out, so
same.
I don't know.
I was waiting in
Skyrim
line
ship
at
has sailed for me already.
I totally did the midnight release at. It was the first time I went up to a GameStop at midnight. I'm like, God damn it, I'm a fucking loser.
You're like, I'm one of these people.
Someone please drive by and shoot us.
They're like, Shelly, are you excited?
Yeah. There's a guy wearing a fucking helmet, and you're just like, oh god, please don't look at me. Thank God it was cold, so I could put my hoodie up and just, whatever.
I gotta say, I have never done a traditional midnight release.
You gotta do that once in your life, dude.
No, here, check this out. This is like one of my greatest stories. I love this story. I pre-ordered Halo 3 back when Halo was like the big deal. And like all my friends went to GameStop to pre-order their game. They're like, "Oh, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna line up at midnight. I'm gonna get the game. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna come home and it's just gonna be like, oh, this is fucking awesome." And like, I decided to do something completely unconventional. I pre-ordered my copy of Halo 3 at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, that's a weird.
Now, hold on.
No. I'm not judging. I'm just saying it's just weird of 7-Eleven that they can do that.
I've never even heard of it, but I'm judging you anyway.
It's like a place you would buy gas, practically.
Yeah, but no, here's the thing, though. What was great about it was 7-Eleven didn't realize that when you're supposed to have a midnight release, you're supposed to release the game at midnight. They sold me the game at 9 p.m. the day before.
Nice.
Yeah,
so I had the game 3 hours early. I came home, popped it on my Xbox, and all my friends start messaging, "What the fuck? How do you have the game?
Fuck you, bitches."
Yeah, so like all of a sudden, like all these guys were like, "Fuck, I should have pre-ordered from 7-Eleven." And then literally, they stopped doing it after that. They did not pre-order games anymore after that because they probably got in trouble. Yeah, I didn't ruin it. They ruined it from giving it to me early.
So, I have a problem.
Yeah.
Slasher Cat, a.k.a. Salty Fish, I cannot give you Terraria. You already own the game.
Oh!
So you need to pick somebody, or we could just go with the next person that was in the
Well,
line.
give it to Buko. Buko was he was the first person to say 150. So give it to Buko. Buko, get with Linux for life.
He's all, I have it too, so.
Yeah.
He'll just
All right.
There we are. I have it too.
That's what she said.
Like,
oh wait, no, she actually did say that. Sorry.
It's so cheap, but he does have it too. God damn it.
He's got it too? All right. Here
Chat
it is.
does not have Terraria.
Exactly. Who in chat does not have Terraria? Say me, and you win the game.
It's just a lot of I have it.
Randark.
you got
He's the
it.
first one to say. Give it to Randark. All right.
I gave it to Randark. I think I have him already on Steam.
Fail. This is why we shouldn't do giveaways in the middle of fucking summer sale. Just isn't going to work. All right, so kind of roughly rattle off how much we've spent. I don't think we've done this yet. DJ, you spent only $107.21.
Yes.
I spent roughly about $120, and most of those were through Steam wallet cards that I got at GameStop. Yes, I know. I sold out.
I need to sell
DK
out.
said $20. Tenarium is about $300, and Linux is about $170. So
Actually,
there you
I'm
go.
up to about $210 now.
$210 now. You're purchasing while we're doing the show. That's the level of dedication, ladies and gentlemen. When you do a Steam podcast, you don't wait until you're done to make your purchases. You do it on the show.
Dude, how about-
We're gonna do it
No,
live.
Fuck it!
It's more like you do it when the wife's not home.
Oh!
Even though she could look at the credit card statement.
I bought Grand Theft Auto 4 while we were waiting for Linux to show up.
There you go. But I didn't get a chance to talk on this, and this is my own fail. But one of the biggest jaw-dropping deals for me personally was seeing Modern Warfare 3 go to $30.
Oh, yeah.
Now, for people that don't realize this, I mean, if you're big into Modern Warfare, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When it comes to PC, these games just don't fucking go on sale. They don't even price drop until 2 years after their release. So, I mean, it just recently, Modern Warfare 2 went down to $20, and it was like still $60 for a long time. So the fact that they're actually selling this game for $30 right now is really monumentous. You wouldn't realize that because you're like, oh, everything's on sale. What the fuck? No, this is seriously big deal. This is huge. So that was really awesome for that to go on sale. And I also, obviously, Skyrim going for about, $30, I think, without the Bethesda pack. Even though, really, if you do not have a lot of the things in the Bethesda pack, get the Bethesda pack. It's worth the extra money.
Definitely.
Yeah. I gotta say though, by the 23rd, I'll be out of money.
So
If they keep this up by the 23rd, I'll definitely be out of money.
Yeah, I felt that way about the winter sale too. That's why my library is so huge. But shh, don't tell the wife.
Yeah, make no mistake with me. It's not a case of I'm rich. I'm just going to be on bread and water for the rest of the month.
There you go.
Ramen
noodles. Ramen noodles.
Do you
Nobody's.
have that over there?
Come on, they have to have ramen. You have ramen noodles.
No,
right?
I mean like our gross brand of like in the plastic package that you. Ugh.
No, we've got pot noodles over here to completely disgrace
noodles.
another description for food.
Hot noodles.
He's in
Pot
France.
noodle.
They just fucking live on wine, isn't it?
Wine and bread. That's all they eat.
Wine, onions, and bread. We put the onions. We cut them into shallots and put them in the wine. It's beautiful.
All right, well there you go. Nobody has commented on this yet, and I'm kind of a little concerned. Nobody has said that they've had any buyer's remorse on a game yet. Has everyone pretty much been unanimous? Everything they've bought, they've been happy with?
I haven't installed them yet.
I was gonna say,
Can we download them? They're
I've just hit the install button right after my transaction, but I don't think I played a single thing I've downloaded.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just go on quickly here. I didn't want to mention anything because we'll be fucking on to 2013 if we're going to start going, the games I'm unhappy with. But, Farming Simulator 2011, what a buggy piece of shite that is. You can't even move properly, let alone start farming.
I'm trying to figure out what's the difference between Farming Simulator and Agricultural Simulator. Are there actually two separate games?
I'm not sad enough to play both of them, unfortunately.
All right, hold on. I gotta ask. I just have to ask. Why would you play this? Why would you buy this?
Well,
I mean, it cannot be as fun.
Boku pointed this out. You should try Train Sim instead. I bought Railworks 3 a long time ago because my kid fucking loves trains. We fucking rolled train. If you look at my profile, it's still in one of my top 3 games, right? For hours
so
played.
You spent $500.
Well, no. I bought the original game and one DLC pack, and that was no lie, probably $80, right? Right now, you can buy the
DLC
entire
for Train Simulator?
You can buy the entire fucking catalog for $50, and if you look, it has a $300 value. You want to talk about a crazy sale? If you want to play fucking trains, dear fucking God, buy that pack. It is worth $50.
I have been debating it.
I'm telling you, man, it's a fun little sim game, and my kids love it, and it's fun. I swear to God, it's a fucking challenge. I should not fucking drive a real train in real life. that game, and then that other sim game, Take on Helicopters. They have taught me that I should not do these things. Do not get in a fucking helicopter with me if I ever get in there, especially if I'm drunk.
Yeah.
So people had to go at me for spending £4 on Farming Simulator. $50 for a train simulator?
That's what
Choo choo,
I'm saying.
motherfucker!
Hey, Scott,
Yeah.
I don't think you've given your game away, have you?
No, I haven't. I'm going to wait until after the Steam discussion.
You better do it soon, because I gotta pee.
Okay.
No, I know. You can go pee now. Most likely, by the time Tenarium's done ranting about things, you'll
that's
actually
true.
been able to take a poop and be ready. But no, going back, I don't have any buyer's remorse yet. But how the fuck do you play agricultural simulator? I can't get over that. Some people in chat made some pretty awesome comments. Chaos Zero said gaming simulator. This kind of brings me back to a story that The Onion did with the World of Warcraft expansion, the World of Warcraft. I don't know how many people have actually seen that, but apparently it was a parody game where you play a guy playing World of Warcraft. And, if you press the W button, you then make your character press the W button. So it was supposed to be like a stupid gaming simulator. It was fun, or funny, I should say. But so far, let's see. Ramen with instant potato mix. Food of the gaming poor. Nice, Leper Keeper. Let's see.
Holy Boko, I gotta agree with you, buddy. I just looked at the Sega Master Collection.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's like a $425 value for $50.
Yeah, that's a fantastic deal.
But I agree with him. I haven't heard of half of these things.
Well, the thing that I've noticed through the Sega bundle is that the only thing that's really worth it is the freaking Genesis classics.
Yeah.
Sega really doesn't make other games that are good. They just, I hate to say it, but it's none of their other games. Which one?
Alien Storm. I
There
loved
you
that
go.
game as a kid. Decap Attack.
Streets of Rage for me. Oh my god, I was so happy to see that game.
That's why I owned a Nintendo.
I feel like if I was to buy that, there'd be a crap load of 15-minute rage streams on there.
Oh man, if it wasn't for the local co-op, I would definitely be happy about it. But they don't have online multiplayer for those games, and that's sad. They really need to fix that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Just our frickin' chat has exploded. I love it, by the way. I'm gonna make one more comment actually. Myfo said Steam Store Simulator. It simulates that your Steam store is not offline.
Oh.
Only $99.99 on sale right now on the Steam store. So, there you go. So if you don't
It's pretty
if
meta.
you don't want to see that error right there, get the Steam
When I look
Store
down the list
simulator.
of crazy deals, I think a lot of these games I already had, so I was like, man, that's a good deal. But at the same time, I sort of glossed over it. Like Payday the Heist for $5. That was a fantastic game for $5. Definite win.
Hey, Tenarium. Why would you type that in the chat? You're on the fucking show!
I felt you were mid-conversation. I thought I'd just put it in the chat.
Oh my god. Boko actually found the World of Warcraft players. That's awesome, Boko. Thank you. No, you're on the show. Just be patient, wait your fucking turn, and then you can say whatever you got.
No. You don't wait your turn. You just go, hold up!
Yeah, do it the Linux way. Do it the Linux way.
I've had to hold back several times during the show. If I get speaking about motherfucking Call of Duty, we're here all fucking night. So
No.
I agree with you, buddy.
So I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap. This has went way longer than we're supposed to. So before we go into our last section for tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and give away my game. And I'm gonna tell you the name of the game.
What's
He's
what's
giving
next
away
week's
his
topic?
copy
You
of
never-
Dinner Date.
Yes.
You never explained what next week's topic is.
Oh, that's right. I failed at life. We don't even have it technically set in stone, but I'm gonna go ahead and read this off anyway. Fuck it. We are gonna debate on the European court decision that they had for digital distribution. the European Court actually made the decision that... Stop fucking laughing at me. God damn.
He's still typing in chat.
Still... God damn it. Failing at life. The sequel. Thank you, Tenarium. But no, the European Court decision ultimately saying that it is illegal for distribution systems like Steam to not allow you to resell your keys. So that'll be an interesting discussion. We'll talk about that next week. Now let's go ahead
and of course,
give away...
we invited the European guy this week.
Now we're getting political here.
Yeah, well, he's in France though, so it doesn't count. Now that I've pissed off the French guy. So I'm giving away a game this week. I'm giving away a braid, and this is the reason why I've said the hint for this week is blow me. And the question is, who made Braid? If you could say the name of the guy in chat, you'll win a copy of Braid.
John Blow.
Randark.
Randark right there.
Randark right off the bat.
He knows that name.
John Blow. I'm sure he's very familiar with Blow.
Randark has it, though.
Randark, pick a winner then for me, and we'll give it away to that person. CaptureCraft also said the name. So, Randark...
Oh, no, he said the full name. He said Jonathan Blow.
I gotta go with the CaptureCraft on this one.
Okay. He did give the full name.
Because he's such a dick that he wants you to say his full name.
Yes, indeed. He is the next gaming
Speaking
messiah,
of which, if you enjoy listening to us talk about Jonathan Blow being a dick, go out and check out the that episode of the Geek Culture Happy Hour where I was the guest host.
Yeah.
Hour and a half of blow hate.
Blow hate. Wow, that sounds so dirty.
Vyper Simulator 3. Liking the blowing.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Right.
I'm not going to say one of these out loud. I'm just going to keep typing them in the chat.
Thanks, Tenarium. You're awesome. DJ. When did I become the Harrison of this podcast?
I don't know, man.
FTW would know that reference. DJ, why don't you go ahead and take us into the last section?
Of course. This week, of course, we'd love to give Tenarium a few minutes to just go off, man. So Tenarium,
blow your load, buddy.
Tenarium, it's all you, man. Just fucking vent, and of course, tell us where people can find your stuff.
Okay,
because we found you amusing enough to bring you on the show, so definitely link it. So.
Okay, well, basically, to find my stuff, you've got to go inside my trousers. No, that's terrible.
Your sweaty trousers.
Get past the fountain, and that's where the goods are at.
You're gonna need a snorkel and some scuba gear.
Oh my god!
Make sure you bring your breathing equipment. Right, moving on. You can find my channel at youtube.com/ChrisTenarium, and that's TENARIUM for those people who can't spell. My flagship series at the minute is Magical Diary. As I said earlier, that is for people who want to play a version of Harry Potter and get bitterly disappointed by the lack of any sort of meaningful anything in that game.
That is the best description.
If you are passing by my channel, do check out the Secret of the Magic Crystals review. It is quite literally a 2-minute review of a pony game. Figure that out. And also, if you do need other reasons to subscribe to me, if you need any, I'm doing a future playthrough of Dungeon Defenders with Vyper and Pimp, if he's ever available, and possibly some Dungeons and Dragons, got there eventually, and I'm writing the rules myself.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're doing a Tenarium version of Dungeons and Dragons, and that's a tabletop, mind you, not like a video game, but a tabletop.
Somewhat terrifying.
It's extremely terrifying.
So if you die and everyone goes, oh, you should look at the rules, you've got a reflex action. No, my fucking rules. You die. That's
Which
it.
pretty much means we're making it up as we go along.
Yes, Vyper, you are in for one hell of a ride. Just because for some reason I've taken a personal disliking to you. I've no idea why. That's just the road we're going down.
It's quite alright. I expect it personally. After Vyper 5 raping Linux, that's pretty much as far as it goes right there. In gaming titles. I have my own series of debauchery, apparently.
I need to make half of these games.
God damn it.
Scott got raped a lot tonight.
Apparently.
He came to Twimcast and got a little raped by J Min, man.
Yeah, that was awkward. that was awkward. In fact,
I learned something new about Minecraft tonight.
No, dude, you. I wish that mod was installed last week when you were on there. You would have gone crazy.
You know why I pointed out to Vyper? I logged out from the Twimcast when I was up in the middle of nowhere. So if I would have logged in this week, all you would have seen is DJ falling to his death right into the middle of the studio. He'd be like, ah! It's like shit everywhere. He'd be like, was that DJ? I'm going to before we leave, I'm gonna paste Tenarium's flagship video of Secret of the Magic Crystal in our chat window. Everybody after the show, for the love of God, go watch that and subscribe to his channel because
yes, definitely.
You're a sick bastard, and we love that. So, thanks for coming on, Tenarium.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming on the show and basically belittling me as much as humanly possible. I really do appreciate it.
Shut your face.
I literally have become the Harrison of this podcast. Again, inside ballpark reference. So, a quick references from the chat before we go ahead and say goodbye. Sasha's cat says, I love Dungeon Defenders. I want to play. So there you go. There's another person who might want to join us. Let's see. iJack Higgins finally joins the stream at the end. Good job. Randark says, Randark Sim, raping horses in post-apocalyptic worlds. Now that's a game.
I'm a little upset iJack Higgins missed the section where we were making up Australia jokes.
I know.
He probably has heard some good ones.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, you'll be able to watch the video of this. You poor
and
soul.
then he will block us.
Candle says Vyper 5 Tenarium DLC.
Oh!
There you go. You have downgraded to DLC.
That's like day one DLC, too.
There you go.
It's on the disc. It's on the disc.
Myfo says probably the best thing in chat so far, and Tenarium Sim, the hentai Harry Potter diary.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. That's good. I like
with tentacle rape.
Tenarium said, or I'm sorry, Andy says Tenarium is at full on daytime there now. Is the sun up, basically?
Yes, the sun is up. The birds are chirping. It's 7 in the morning. Light has arrived.
We probably should end this podcast so you can get some sleep.
Oh no, I'm not sleeping. I've gone through 2 fucking packs of energy drinks whilst I've been on this podcast. There ain't no sleeping for a week.
All right.
So if anyone really wants to get some late night steaming in, game on, bitch.
There you go.
I'm gaming after this. Make no mistake,
dude. I'm gonna LOTRO right after we get off here. So.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up doing the same too myself. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this disaster piece. It's a masterpiece and a disaster all in the same time. All right, thank you very much, Doomkitten and Tenarium, for joining us this week. It has been a pleasure. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Linux, for actually coming back. We did miss you. Despite some of the sound effects that you've been playing this evening. Yeah. And, of course, next week, our next live stream is... Gotta look at my own calendar. I'm failing. All right. There you go. Our next live stream is on July 22nd at 10 p.m. Central Time. That's 11 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. So you can join us there. Remember, we also got some other live events. Go on our website, which is www.latenightsteamer.com. Follow us on Twitter. We also put a lot of our information for events on there, too, as well as retweeting a lot of the awesome streams and deals that we see for Steam. You can find that at twitter.com/LNsteamer. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/late night steamer, I think is that? Yes, it is. Okay. And last but not least, if you join our games, please go on our Mumble. Join us. Talk with us. We have a lot of fun talking with you guys. Obviously, if you could not get that from this podcast stream in its own right, we're so not professional.
Simulator 8, the long outro.
Oh,
we do have an outro recorded, but it sucks. So you're getting this one. And of course,
Ride
the
with
last
us.
thing. Yes, ride with us on LOTRO. We're doing it all month this month. I almost said this week. Wow. Yes, we're doing it all month this week. But yes, join us on Lord of the Rings Online. It's a 14 gigabyte download, so get that downloaded now because it's going to be a while. And join us. It's a lot of fun. We have just
minutes.
as much. We have for you, asshole. We have just as much fun in the game as we do on this podcast. So definitely join us. And last thing that we got to plug, Linux over here has a Minecraft podcast that you need to check out. It's thisweekinminecraft.com. It's a fantastic Minecraft podcast. They do very interactive shows. They do it right there from their live studio on their server. So check it out, enjoy it, and love it, and send some rape comments to Linux when you join that show.
yeah, I just want to say, guys in chat, we don't trust you enough to do a live show like that.
Yeah, no.
Chicago living in
Vyper Simulator 11, living in Chicago, living hell. All right, guys, let's get the heck out of here. Take care, everyone.
See ya.
Yeah, bye.
That's perfect. And Doomkitten, take us out.
See you guys.